Hello. Oh my gosh, it looks like a party. It looks like we're having a Heading to Pink party. Oh, geez. Wow. Grumpy. So I'm multitasking. I hope you guys don't mind. And by multitasking, I mean having a glass of wine, talking on Facebook Live, and also trying to cook my son dinner. Because I'm not very good at that. So, we're talking about, and saying hello to my hubby. He thinks I'm crazy. So, the point of my Facebook Live is going to kind of talk about how branding and going live kind of go hand in hand. Now, videos used to be the big thing, right? Everybody was like, videos. Well, actually, selfies were the big thing. And then it was videos. And now it's live. So, bear with us and catch on up. But it really can be so much fun. So one of the things that people worry about the most is that nobody is going to be on their live. And you know what? Hallelujah. That might be the best thing that could ever happen when you're first starting off, right? Because it's not so scary. You don't have to worry about, well, what are they going to say? How am I going to interact? That's kind of part of the scariest of doing live. You don't know what to say to the people talking. But if you're really just talking to yourself, it ain't no thing, right? So when I do Facebook Lives, I kind of just pretend that I'm genuinely making a video. I just can't rewind it and stop and then cut out a part and then keep going to make it perfect. So it's kind of the truest form of you. And you are your own brand, right? So that's my brand. I get a kiss every Facebook Live. We're gonna have to start that at least. So if you're being your truest form of you, where you can't go back and you can't erase things and you can't cut it to make it look, perfect, that's you. So some of the things that in my lives that have become kind of my thing that I didn't even mean to be, my girlfriend pointed it out to me. She goes, Tony, do you know that you always are drinking something in your videos? Now, usually it's coffee, but I realized, oh my gosh, I am always drinking something she goes, you always take a sip of something in the beginning of your videos. And I laughed so hard because she's so right. So for me, it actually was a, not like, I guess like a comfort thing. It was something that I did to kind of like ease my nerves. I'd be like, okay, all right, let's go, But now it ended up becoming, so that was a quirk of mine, and now it ended up becoming a funny thing. We play a game called What's in Tawny's Cup? Because it's usually coffee of some sort. It's usually in the mornings. Walk with me this way really quick. I gotta put this in here so the house doesn't get all smoked up from my horrible cooking. So that's one of the ways that I just took me and I made it into part of my brand. Now, your brand doesn't have to be, unique. It doesn't have to be about that at all. You can take your quirks and make that your brand. It doesn't even have to be unique products that you're talking about or making your brand. I do, every 2 to 3 weeks, I do Stitch Fix. And I take my Stitch Fix box, and what it is they send you clothes, and you get 5 items. And then I just go through it on Facebook, and I have whoever wants to hop on. We talk about how funny the clothes are, if it looks good, if it doesn't, what would make it look better, if we like the colors. Mommy, nothing to do with unique. We don't talk about unique the whole time. I'm gonna make you a hamburger.
And a burger.
And a burger.
And a chicken.
Not a chicken. So that's one of the ways that I have sort of branded myself, is just finding something that I like. I like getting online shopping. Not chicken nuggets. So I've done Stitch Fix. I also do something called, it's called Preschool Mommy is what it ends up being called. But you know how you drop your kids off at school and you are like, your hair is still wet and your makeup is a mess? Well, when you come back to pick them up, you're a little bit more put together, right? You got some like bonbon on, at least a little splurge cream shadow, the BB cream, your hair is dry or at least pulled back in a ponytail. I thought it was so funny, so I started this Facebook Live called Drop Off Pick Up Mommy. And the gist of it is that basically when I drop off my son, I look crazy. And then I do my makeup on Facebook Live with everybody. Now, I'm not showing them anything that's gonna blow their minds. I'm literally putting on BB cream, splurge cream shadow, maybe a bonbon, maybe my brows. I'm not showing them anything that is... Sorry about that. So don't feel like you have to even do lives and be, you know, blowing people's minds. That's not part of it. The part of the live is branding. Truly it is. Lives are just branding. I mean, if you just want to go on and chit chat about your day, but you're going to have to be like really excitable about that, that works. That works. So don't think you have to go on Facebook Live and, you know, show people how to do the perfect smoky eye. That's just not, it's not what Facebook Live is for. Facebook Live is for branding you. People want to know you. They want to buy from you, a real person. Can you tell he's had to say that a couple times? Mascara. All right, sorry. We're burgering over here. Things we're getting crazy. So here are just a couple things that I wrote down. When you're making a Facebook Live, you want to just act like you're talking to yourself. And then when people start commenting, you know, take a second and look at what they're saying. You can answer it. Sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes it's just something you don't really need to answer. It's there. You can always go back afterwards and make comments about it. I think it's best to laugh at yourself. Just roll with it. It's funny. Things are funny. I mean, accidents are funny. I'm just saying. They really are. So, you know, just no one's gonna be mad at you if, you know, my phone just dropped and did I freak out and like hit finish, like, oh my gosh, I have to go hide, that was so embarrassing. No, that was funny. That I got more thumb likes and hearts on that thing than I did the whole time I've been talking, okay? So things like that are great. Let me tell you guys about the first time I ever did Facebook Live. I do videos. Like, videos are my thing, right? So I should be no stranger to Facebook Lives, but it would petrify me. My heart would race so hard. I would have to take deep breaths. I mean, like, literally I was panicked. So my first Facebook Live, don't ask me why I did this, but I told my son, I said, okay, let's put on a show really quick, and then after we're gonna go eat breakfast. For some reason, I thought I had time. I thought I had 21 minutes, you know, during a show to do a really quick Facebook Live. No, lo and behold, he wanted to really be like up in my grill. I mean, to the point where he was like kicking me in the back and pushing me, and like he was like choking me out and like all these things. And everything was running through my head. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed right now. Oh my gosh, I want to yell at him so hardcore, but I can't because I'm on live. Like, oh my gosh, I want to turn around and like punch him back or something. He was being so crazy to me, but you can't do any of those things, and they're all swirling through my head, and people are on Facebook Live, and I started to cry. Now, mind you, it wasn't like a tear cry. It was like, I can't believe that this just is happening right now. Like, the first time I'm going live and my kid is being so crazy and I can't do anything, and I don't want to just hit finish and be done. And I mean, it was hilarious. I mean, I was like crying so hard. And after that video, it was one of my most viewed lives. I got more sales from people who have never seen my products before ever, who they've never once commented on my products. I have had more purchases from those people coming out of the woodworks, like, oh my gosh, girl, I'll totally buy your foundation. If your kid's gonna beat you up until you sell foundation, I'll buy your foundation. But all of that happened because I just roll with it. And you know what I got so many comments about? People going, girl, don't worry about it. Kids are crazy. Don't worry. You know, kids are like that. It's the terrible 3s and the terrible 4s. And I got people relating to me because everybody has found themselves in that situation before, just not on Facebook Live, okay? But I'm talking about how a really bad situation turned really good because Facebook Live makes you relatable, and then that becomes your brand. So my task for you guys that I think will be really fun, and it will be really, really simple. Now, hear me out here, is I want you guys to go live in your VIP groups. But what I want you to do, instead of going live public in your VIP group, I want you to do it to only me, so that you can get used to seeing yourself, you can get used to talking to yourself, you can get used to not being able to just push stop and start over again. So there is, you know, when you post things, it could be a public post, it could be a friends only post, or it can be only me. So you're gonna wanna go into your VIP groups, you wanna go live, and then make sure you hit only me for the privacy. Now, if you don't, that might be great. You might just accidentally have done your first live, and then bravo for you, okay? That's a great thing too. But that's my task for you guys, because being you is branding yourself, and you'll eventually learn the funny quirks about you. People will point them out, and you don't even realize that that's your brand. So on top of creating your brand, I think just letting your natural brand come out, which is basically Facebook Live, is super key to building your business. People want to buy from people. They don't want to buy from robots. So go live, set your privacy to only me, take a screenshot of it, and post in the comments what you thought. Like, was it scary? Was it fun? Do you think you could get the hang of this? All right, I'm gonna feed my kid his hamburger. I'm gonna drink some more wine, and I can't wait to see what you guys post down below.